Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a channel update, sort of in the same spirit as a good friend Storied Strength Mason. So I've had a lot of things going on in my life recently. I've been doing a lot of things to try and get my mental health better. So I've just recently started therapy and I've been working basically nonstop since the end of April. I don't know, I just kind of fell off with everything that's been going on with this channel. So even my workouts started to be less frequent, sort of started to sandbag them because I just wasn't in a good place mentally as far as my own ability to handle stress and handle my emotions. With all of that said, we got everything back on track now. I'm going to start trying to make more regular, informative content. I sort of fell a little bit into the clickbaity type of stuff, which definitely grew my channel, but that's not really what I'm about. You know, I'm someone who wants to help people along with their journey. With that said, I will be doing more exercise tutorial type stuff. Probably going to do some more niche exercises to start, simply because there's a ton of information out there on how to do a squat, deadlift, bench press, shoulder press, stuff like that. But there's not a whole lot of tutorials on how to do a 45-degree back extension properly, or do tutorials on how to do things like a JM press properly, which both of those movements are excellent for developing, you know, each individual lift. But it's something that the information isn't quite out there for, and most of the tutorials that are out there kind of overcomplicate it, I feel like. So I want to, you know, be able to put my own, you know, hat in the ring as far as being able to make those kind of tutorials. As far as what's going on in my own lifting, I currently have 2 competitions that I will be going to. So I have a mock powerlifting meet with my friends in about a month from the time that I'm recording this, on August 15th. Myself, a bunch of my friends, a couple of my clients are all going to be basically doing a mock powerlifting meet where we have 2 flights. Whichever flight is lifting, will be lifting, and then whichever flight is not lifting will be basically the judges. And that's basically just to get my ass in gear for the New Mexico State Championships, which I will be going to in November. I've got some pretty lofty goals for myself. Preliminarily, my goal right now that I think is well achievable with as much time as I have is that at the state championship meet, I want to total over 1,500 pounds. I've got the rough estimate of where I think I can be at is going to be around 1,540, or I want to say about 700 kilos. Sets me up really nicely for what I want to do in the future. Actually, just sort of to quickly preview that, I don't have anything set in stone, but I want to take this next year to essentially build my strength base as much as I can, and then after next year, which is when my USAPL membership will expire, I will probably shift more into strongman unless powerlifting starts to have some financial incentive, we'll say. You know, who knows, I might pick up a sponsorship or so, and then I might actually get some reason to continue to compete. I think realistically, my numbers at the meet in November will come out to around, in pounds, around a 350 bench, around a 520 or 530 squat, and then basically whatever I need to pull to lock in that total goal of 1,500 on my second. And then my third attempt will probably just be to hit some crazy PR, probably somewhere in the 620 to 640 range. Won't be too bad because I will be competing at 242 for that meet, but for every other meet in the future, I think I'm just gonna not bother with worrying about a weight cut, and I'm just going to move up to 275, even if I'm a little light, you know, if I'm somewhere in the 250 or 260 range. As far as a transition into strongman goes, I'll be honest with you guys, it's kind of uncharted territory for me. I know I've got the explosiveness and the moving ability potential if I can just get some practice with it. So at that point, I might have to get a gym membership to a place that has strongman equipment just so that I can be on the same playing field as people. I have a log. Definitely overhead press is going to be on the back burner for the next year, but because of the bench press going up, I'm assuming that it's going to give me a decent base to work off of for my overhead press. And what I discovered earlier this year is that I actually get a pretty decent amount from my leg drive now. I think I have the core stability and the triple extension strength from doing so many front squats. You guys saw that because I failed 225 with a strict, and then I did 225 with a push press relatively easily. That's what's going on with my channel. That's some of my longer term goals. I should probably mention that I think I've got a 700 deadlift natural in me in the next calendar year or so. Now that's probably going to be straps, belt, deadlift bar, but I mean at this point I don't think anyone cares If you're, as long as you're doing a conventional deadlift from the floor, I think everyone's about, fair on the style that you do it in, as long as you do it under those parameters. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.